Today we are going to be looking at a very interesting part of the internet that I've recently discovered, and I can't really tell how I feel about it yet. I don't know if it makes me smile or it makes me really creeped out. Which brings me to this video and what I have decided to call immersive, aesthetic, atmospheric music. Please help me with the title, I don't know what to call this. A lot of it sounds like this. Or this. There's tons of these like totally official aesthetic categories to determine what you should listen to, how you should dress. They have these weird names like dark academia, light academia, fairycore, vaporwave, and like 50 others, and maybe even more than that. And they're not even just music based. These aesthetics have related clothes, colors, places to go to make you feel more in the vibe, anything in order to garner that specific aesthetic. Like people in the light academia aesthetic are supposed to be wearing light shades of brown, and they're supposedly obsessed with history, art, nature, and the enjoyment that life brings. And yes, music. Particularly the playlists that are made on YouTube. They're usually labeled with their specific aesthetic, like one would be called Dark Academia playlist. And then it would describe the mood that you're supposed to feel as you're watching this playlist. And this is where it gets a little bit weird. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Right off the bat, we can see that this is, okay, it's a little weird. You're studying in a haunted library with ghosts. It's giving more of the atmosphere, I guess. It's a little bit weird though. Yeah, it's not even the titles that really get me the most. It's more just the comments. So let's look at those. The first time you heard the piano, you were terrified. But of course you were. Nobody expects— Wait. Dramatic music cue. Pew. Nobody expects the piano in the corner to suddenly spark to life while they're doing their homework, especially not you. To the soothing notes. They helped you concentrate. It was nice to know you weren't completely alone. Melody, you dubbed them after the beautiful melodies they created. You'd wave as you retied your hair into its ribbon, cringing slightly at the stains on your plaid skirt from a narrow escape with the ink pot. Should I read this book or this one? No. You found yourself coming into the library earlier and earlier, leaving later and later. Your days were filled with a crisp smell of parchment and soothing noises of rainfall, the soft light of candles, and of course, the beautiful piano playing. Until one day, it stopped. Melody! Oh my gosh. It's Elisabeth, actually. It's me! It's Elisabeth, actually. You whipped around to see a beautiful girl standing behind you. Thank you. She was wearing a Victorian-era dress and had beautiful dark hair and a slightly nervous smile. And she was slightly hazy around the edges, almost like a Melody. Elisabeth, you asked, breath hitching. She nodded, smiling. Her eyes were filled with love. I swear, I didn't know that this was gonna be me down at the bottom. Hi. I can't believe that just happened. So that's an example of a really interesting comment. It's not even— actually, it's one of the weirder ones that I stumbled across. I hadn't read it before this point. I just knew that it was long, so it had to be good. And it was. Especially for me. I feel like I'm being a little bit incoherent at this point because that was just a trip. This just really demonstrates how the comments in these videos are just even more insane than the titles. Now that we saw that, let's go on to this next one. This one says, "You're following the mysterious student who's sneaking out of the dormitories." With rain! You're the mysterious student and someone is following you? Oh my gosh. Do I want to read another long one? Is that even a question? Yeah, let's do it. Everybody had been curious of that new boy with the long white hair ever since he arrived at the school. It was 9 p.m. and your roommate still wasn't back. You sat in a chair looking out the window, gazing into the forest. You opened your window and decided to jump out. You were enchanted by the beauty and decided to run along a trail till you tripped over a piece of wood, noticing that somebody caught you. The boy's tight grip on your waist and his bright purple eyes. The boy whispered, "Now this is life." I don't even know what to say. I really want to preface this right now. Not that it's a preface since we've been making fun of all of these things. The music itself and like the production of most of these things is actually kind of really nice. I mean, it's not like it's that much work. You just put like rain effects or like hallway effects in the background of whatever like DAW you're using. You just copy and paste like all of these like different like waltzes and like piano pieces. So I feel like I could do it, which makes me think maybe I should. Let's look up fairycore music. Oh. That concerns me. I don't like that. No. I looked at this one actually before, so let's check that out again. Beautiful. So this one's just called Lo-Fi for Fairies. Fairycore Lo-Fi Mix. Cute, light, airy. For fairies. This is a playlist for fairies, so I'm not supposed to listen to it. It's for fairies, pixies, and sprites. Here is a mix for you. Friends of the Fae folk are welcome, too, of course. This mix is perfect for gathering berries, going on an early morning walk, or getting up to some good-natured mischief. Enjoy! I will. You're walking through a forest and you hear a faint, joyful music from afar. You follow the strange tune to a large willow tree with pulsing lights behind the hanging leaves. You approach it, but before you can step closer to the small bottles full of golden elixir tied to some twine dangling in front of you, you glanced above. Wait, is that a full sentence? Closer bottles full of tied to some... That's not a sentence. Oh, that's too long. Nope. Skip. This is the comment for me. I'm a simple girl. I see flower faries. I click. So these comment sections seem to be a combination of people that like to pretend that they are fairies and people that like to do homework. It seems to me that perhaps all the people that loved cosplay, like back when you could like go in a convention center and not spread a disease, they've decided to come here and congregate online. And I feel like this is kind of the place. Either that, or these are all very small children or like hormonally crazed teenagers. I don't know. I do know that probably when I was like a lot younger, I would have unironically like enjoyed these comments, so I guess take that for what you will. I'm not trying to make this video to like make fun of anyone, because I think I've said it before already, but I still enjoy listening to this stuff. But I just think that the dialogue in the comments and the names of these playlists are just too much. Cottagecore? What? There's a cottagecore aesthetic. What is that? Cottagecore is an internet fashion aesthetic, described by some sources as a Generation Z subculture that celebrates an idealized rural life and developed through the 2010s. Oh my gosh, all of this must be like is this all a Tumblr thing? The movement gained further traction in many online spheres and on social media in 2020 due to the mass quarantining. I can't even get a thought in, because then all of a sudden I just see grandma core. Just all of my thoughts just go out the window. This aesthetic thing is such a weird combination of like understandable, nice, makes you feel good. You can put it on in the background while you're doing something else. and just really chill and low-key, and you can forget about things. But the language around this is just the most insane thing. I actually really liked this playlist, so if you want to listen to this while you're studying, I highly recommend it. You're 17 in 1938, spending your vacations with your family in an English cottage. Ooh, it's a cottagecore light academia crossover, y'all. You are surrounded by the laughter and the games of teens in the village. Everyone is playing together, blah, 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 blah. In the heat of the thunderbolt. What? Okay, I'm going back to the top because I have to read this. You look at his golden red hair. I don't understand how hair can be golden and red. Floating on the surface, fascinated. He resurfaces and you are struck by the lightning of his crystal green eyes, gazing riggeth at you. Your breath is taken away. Your heart is exploding in your chest. In the heat of the thunderbolt, you let your book fall into the lake. He grabs your wrist and take you into the water with him. What? A, the spelling errors. B, that's creepy. Like, that's the creepiest thing I've ever read. How would your friends describe you to someone you've never met? Creative. Which of these do you value most in your life? Memories. Off the top of my head. Which of the following is your ideal date location? A rooftop? Heck yeah. Which of these movie genres is your favorite? Probably comedy. Which of these would you rather be complimented on? My personality, my cooking, my intelligence, my style, my humor, my taste in music. You would assume that my taste in music would be the number one, but it's I don't really care about being complimented by that. I think probably my personality, because that kind of shines through in all of these, right? My personality can encompass my taste in music, my humor, my style. Like, come on, BuzzFeed. Which of these art pieces speaks to you the most? Is this just a photo? Probably the creepy heart. Which of these music genres do you enjoy the most? I have been really into indie stuff recently, like indie rock from like the UK. It's a specific niche, but I've been really enjoying it lately. TTNG. That's the band you want to look for if you're interested in looking into that. Which of these gifts would you be most touched to receive? A plane ticket? Oh, I got indiecore. I'm super chill and laid back. I'm an artsy person whose head is almost always in the clouds. You hate the dull monotony of routines and instead fill your life with great books, movies, and music to escape it. You have a naturally adventurous spirit and you want nothing more than to travel the world and experience all it has to offer. Oh my gosh, BuzzFeed, you kind of read my soul. I guess I'm indiecore. I will see you back at my widescreen. I still don't really know how to feel about this thing that I've stumbled upon. Is it really super weird sometimes, especially in the comments? Yes. But is it kind of fun and kind of really nice to like experience this nice ambiance or kind of find whatever mood you're feeling? Also, yes. And the people who make these playlists seem pretty self-aware too. It's like they're just accepting the fact that they just want to live in their fantasy of the Great Gatsby universe or something like that. And now that I am officially indiecore, I guess I'm indoctrinated into the immersive, aesthetic, atmospheric music club. And with my newfound membership status, I guess my only job left in this video is to try making my own aesthetic playlist. So the link to that will be in the description below. I can't believe that I did this. I hope you enjoyed the title to that, and please feel free to leave your own POV comments underneath that video and this one if you wanted to. And without further ado, here is a sneak peek to that video. I don't really have much left to say, so I hope you enjoyed learning some new stuff today, and make sure you come back for another video soon. Goodbye!